Mortgage Minutes, where we demystify the loan process for you. I'm your host, Austin Baker, along with my co-host, Jonathan Buck! Woo! All right, Jonathan, what are we talking about today?
So today we're going to be doing a series on everything title.
Woo! I like it. Well, before we jump in, I had a thought. What if instead of us giving the answers on title, because we're not really experts on title, what if we took the people's great questions and went and asked the experts themselves?
I like it. We're the mortgage experts. We're not necessarily the title experts, so great idea.
So my thought is, let's take this show on the road. We're going to talk to some of our favorite title companies around town and hear what they have to say.
I like it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, what's up, everybody? So we made it to our first destination. Austin and I are here with our man, Frank Vandiver, the president and founder of Title Houston. And we want to do this title series, so we've left the office. And Austin, we want to kind of take a step back before we get into everything title, right?
Yeah, Title Houston and Frank is one of our favorite title partners. They've got several offices around the Houston area.
Indeed.
And provide great service, and they've got a wealth of knowledge, and a lot of that comes from Frank. And so we figured no better place to start our title series than right here with the man, the myth, the legend.
That's right.
And so before we jump in, though, because we have so many questions about title, let's just start real basic, real zoomed out. I don't know if most people can even answer this. What is title?
It's a great question, and welcome. Glad y'all are here.
Thank you.
As a recovering lawyer, I love to talk about basic questions like this. Title is essentially your legal ownership in property. It's a bundle of rights, the rights you have to your property. It's a critical part of our country, actually, a critical part of really Western democracy. Early on in our country's history, we were concerned about the government being able to take people's property or interfere with people's property usage. And part of our Constitution and rights developed in our laws early on were focused on protecting our property rights and making sure that the government couldn't interfere without due process.
So
It's a big deal.
That's a big deal. So it's protecting us from the government,
Yes.
essentially, is the bedrock of what title is.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty American.
Couldn't be more American.
It is pretty
Absolutely.
American.
So that's awesome.
USA.
Apple pie, hot dogs, and private property rights.
I
That's
like
right.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bundle of documents then that you get, right? Title's a lot of paperwork.
There's paperwork involved, absolutely.
So it's in essence, it's this idea of ownership, and it's the proof therein of the
the
ownership.
proof of these rights, exactly.
So we've got a lot of documents. We'll jump into what each of those are. But what does having title to a property, what does that do for you? So I get that it protects us from the government, but beyond that, what does that do for us?
Having clear title to your property allows you to sell it,
Very important.
right?
Yeah.
Big deal,
You got an asset, you got to be able to sell it.
right?
That's important for all you realtors.
To use it, right?
Yep.
Allows you to use it. There are rights concerning how you can use your property. Build a house on it? Yes. Can you build an office building on it? Well, no, there are some restrictions on how you can use that property in certain areas, right?
Yep.
So understanding the rights you own when you buy that property is a big deal.
Yeah.
But you can buy the house too. You can buy a piece of property. That's a big deal. Yeah. You can borrow money to buy a house, which is a huge deal for you guys, right? Your house or the property becomes collateral. And in the same way, you can borrow against money and get a home equity line of credit or a home equity loan.
Awesome.
And turn your property into cash.
And so I guess from a lending standpoint, the lender doesn't want to engage in any lending activity on a property that doesn't have clean or clear title.
Correct.
Right? Because that's putting in jeopardy, because that property is the collateral that we're lending against, and we're doing that in good faith that the person that we're lending to actually owns that collateral, and the title is proof of the fact that they do own that, or that they will own that.
And that's where the title company comes into play.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Well, that'll be a next video.
Yeah, absolutely. So the great thing I think we all just learned, and probably can answer this question now, what is title? It's your protection of your rights, protection against somebody else, against the government. So, very pro-democracy, pro-America is having that ownership. And then having title allows you to do things, sell the asset, finance asset, all sorts of things. So Excited y'all are with us on this journey. We're going to be diving into many more things. Title. Excited to be here with Title Houston and Frank. You know, they're local, their experience. So keep watching our videos, and we'll keep rolling them out on this title journey we go, Austin.
Yeah, more title questions coming up. We'll see you guys around.
All right,
Thanks, Frank.
Frank.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Woo! See you guys.